Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Don's Reacts back with another video. Today we are reacting to Adin Ross Will Never Change by Patrick CC. Please show a like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Roll to 300 subscribers. Y'all hadn't seen your boy Dimes in a good little minute, but I'm back and better than ever. Adin Ross will never change. Let's get right into it. Shout out to Patrick CC. Makes dope documentary. I call it documentary based content. But I'm trying to think. Him and Sunny V2, the genre of videos they do, I'm starting to love that genre. So that's why you're starting to see me react to both of them a lot more lately. But Adin Ross will never change. I wonder what he's getting into here. Is he saying that Adin fake woke or something? Is fake woke or something? I don't know. Let's get right into the video and find
Adin
out.
Ross is one of the biggest live streamers of the past 2 years, who recently got a massive payout that is potentially worth tens of millions of dollars to abandon Twitch and move to a new live streaming platform.
I remember at the beginning of the 2010s when YouTube really started taking over, people laughed at the idea of people becoming full-time content creators. He's a gamer, get a real job. And now, like, it's crazy to believe these gamers and streamers are becoming millionaires, and like they make it more than a quote-unquote real job. People laughed at the idea of people even making 6 figures after being a gamer. Now these people are like filthy rich. So it's like crazy.
Called Kick. Ever since this move, he has been on a tirade of shock value content, saying and doing whatever he wants to go viral, and it's working. Kick has an extremely lenient terms of service, so he now has the comfortability to speak his mind free.
When he was branding Kick, like trying to get other content creators to get on Kick or like promoting it to his fans, he's like, there's no rules. I can do whatever I want. You know? It's kind of crazy to think looking back at it. It's just they have a very lenient TOS. Twitch, I understand why their TOS was difficult, but it's just a lot of the inconsistencies with Twitch is what I personally don't like.
Without potentially losing his money. And these days, he is not holding back. Now, it's not like Adin had a squeaky clean reputation. When I documented his come up 2 years ago, I covered all of his major controversies, as well as the genuine hard work it took to reach the top of the live streaming industry. At that point, he was definitely an edgy kid, but it seemed like his heart was in the right place. These days, his intentions are unclear, so let's take a look at what happened to Adin Ross. From streaming with every major rapper in the industry, losing his girlfriend, making extremely
I'm not gonna lie, those rap streams wasn't... I mean, call me a hater, but even at the time, I was like, these rap... I mean, Kai is doing it now, but I'm like, these rap streams to me aren't it. Like, I enjoyed the SSB and Adin streams way more. I enjoyed the E-dates, because like, you know, every rapper stream was the same thing. I'm gonna get this rapper on, I'm gonna do a sus freestyle max, sus around them, see if I can get a couple reactions out of them, you know? It was kind of, I wasn't really feeling it. It wasn't my cup of tea.
Meeting Andrew Tate and changing his entire online persona forever. Picking up where we left off around May of 2021, Adin was on top of the world. He was one of the top 5 most subscribed and most viewed streamers on Twitch, averaging around 100,000 viewers per stream. He just reached 1 million subscribers on his Adin Live YouTube channel, which he treats like his main channel. And he did a collaboration stream with just about every mainstream rapper in the industry. It was very clear he was here to stay, and some people didn't like that. Those people were known as the Poggers community, or as Adin called them, the L nerds. This community is basically
I forgot about Adin and I forgot about that Adin and Ludwig beef. Goodness, crazy, time just flies by. I forgot about that beef, and it was just the most randomest of beefs at that. Cause it's like Ludwig tried to downplay what Adin does as a streamer.
Streamers on Twitch who helped build the platform's foundation years before Twitch was as popular as it is today. Poggers is an emote that people spam in the chat when something good or funny happens. Adin's community is known as the W and L community. That community is composed of Adin's friends and the new wave of Twitch streamers. And instead of spamming Poggers, the commenters will spam W or L. A couple of top streamers in the Poggers community threw some shade at Adin and his viewers.
His viewers are like the kids in high school who want to be cool. You know, like, oh, like I like rap, I like, you know, like this sort of stuff, like kind of like hype beast-ish.
Okay. Yeah, they're all very hype beast-ish.
Like they think like if Supreme was cool, they think it would be cool, sort of thing.
Dude, I go in there and I literally have fun in Adin Ross's stream because I don't watch it. But I'm literally just spamming letters.
You're like, yeah, I'm included.
W. I just spam W nerd.
He said spam W.
Adin responded.
His viewers are like the kids in high school who want to be cool.
Don't disrespect my viewers like that. You guys literally have fucking Hall of Fame nerds, Hall of Fame threats in your...
I mean, here's the thing about that, though. Like, it was a point... I mean, because to people that don't watch streams in general, Adin, Kai, and all of them, they be considered... I mean, Kai not so much, because Kai's content is different. Like, if you came from gaming... At one point, you would be considered a nerd. So I don't like it on either side. It's like both sides are downplaying each other and their audience, which I thought what Ludwig and them said was something way worse, honestly. But looking back at it, I get why Adin was upset, but I thought it was way worse. Looking back at it, I don't know. It wasn't.
That spam poggers Omegalo the entire stream, bro. You guys are unfunny streamers. You guys are not funny, bro.
I don't know any poggers. I don't really watch no poggers.
Pimple-faced, four-eyed people with social problems watch you guys, bro. I don't call you guys fans. What kind of conversation do you guys think that they have? You guys think they just look at each other and say poggers? Omegalo, shove an Omegalo in my ass. Like, they're weird, bro. They're weird.
Followed by a tweet that Adin sent to Ludwig. You really are sad for coming at me and my community. L nerd, go play your violin. Banned geek.
What you got against banned, Adin?
And attacked Ludwig, sending death threats to him and his girlfriend QT Cinderella.
Nah,
this beef was really silly and definitely overblown. It was solved very quickly when Adin and Ludwig both apologized to each other, but it set the standard of how powerful Adin's audience is, that he could militarize and accelerate his
I remember this
audience
clip. This was a crazy one.
Beef. But one day they would eventually turn on him. In the meantime,
I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely the day that was definitely that last clip. That was the day that, I mean, Prime always seemed like a cool dude. I ain't heard about him in a while, actually, but Prime always was like a cool dude, but this was the day that he really gained my respect, because it was beyond content to him. Like, because he would have stayed and squashed everything, but, you know, he knew he respected Adin, and he respected them enough to, you know, leave after. So it's like,
militarize and accelerate
but I understood where he
was
been coming
to defend
from.
him in any beef. But one day, they would eventually turn on him. In the meantime, Adin was making an insane amount of money, specifically from gambling. His top sponsor was a company called Roulette, an online crypto casino that was paying him at least $1 million per month, according to a private conversation that Adin leaked himself.
So the sponsor, they pay me to play on their website, right? And then they pay me an amount to gamble with. Mm-hmm. However, if I lose the amount, I have to withdraw my own money.
So Adin was able to secure tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit daily without risking his own money. An average streaming day for Adin was online gambling, talking to his chat,
and it's like you're
reacting
promoting
to videos,
gambling.
hanging out with
You're promoting, at that point, you're promoting gambling to a younger audience. So I get, yeah, gambling addiction.
Rappers, influencers, or streamers, and of course, being sus.
I'm rapping in the streets.
Yeah, being sus was a big part of
in the streets.
Whoa. Better beat is me.
No. Wait, no.
Now, despite all the success that Adin was bringing to Twitch, they always found a way to let him know they won't let him have too much power. During an IRL stream, Adin was driving his Lamborghini and reading his Twitch chat at the same time. Twitch gave him a temporary ban for using his phone while driving.
Just because you can really lose this shit, like, quick, bro. And people, I don't know, bro. I just feel horrible. I just fucked up, bro. I fucked up. I got banned on Twitch, guys. I didn't get anything back yet. I think it's a permanent ban.
I didn't know,
I'm gonna appeal
but it makes sense.
I was 100% in the wrong,
that
though.
Definitely makes sense.
I was at a red stoplight, and I was reading Twitch chat off my phone.
Adin realized that his career, his relevance, his freedom was always going to be at the mercy of Twitch and following their
I mean, that's the
rules,
thing about any
something that he
platform,
would
really.
ultimately grow tired of. As you can imagine, streaming for 5 to 8 hours per day can be extremely repetitive, and having over 100,000 live viewers expecting you to bring something fresh and exciting every day is a lot of pressure. An easy way to take up some time is with drama. He started a fake
Bruh,
beef with
this was
Rice Gum
crazy
to prank
too.
their viewers.
It's like the chat was so torn on this. You had people like fake beef, like the real ones knew it was fake, but you had the people that was like, man, even if this is fake, it's entertaining. And there was the other people that saw it that was like, thought it was real. That even was like, Rice Gum, lice gum, lice. You know, Rice.
Now you want to talk all that shit on Twitch shit, open up.
Fake beef or not, this shit is entertaining.
Yeah, comments
Just
like
a week
those.
after this, Adin played another prank on his viewers. He did an IRL stream where he met up with his fans, and the cops were called due to how much chaos there
I
was
never
on
seen
Melrose
this, but
in
let's
Los
be
Angeles.
real. Look at these dudes.
Adin and his team set
They
up a
really
fake
look like-
arrest to fool
maybe-
his
maybe the
viewers,
bald
but the next
guy,
day he
but
let
the rest
everybody
of
know
them-
that it was just a prank.
Do y'all
His
really think they
fans
could pass
were
the
not
cops?
happy. He's just starting to fake everything now. When the initial reason why people were drawn
Exactly.
to him,
That's the reason people was tired of like YouTube pranks and stuff, because everything was becoming fake and watered down. It's like Twitch. You kind of, since it's live, you kind of had to be yourself. Adin came out of nowhere with these fake stunts. It kind of took people away from the reason they started to watch Adin in the first place. I feel like a lot of the big content creators had that wave where they want to do fake pranks. Flight even. Y'all remember Flight used to do those pranks?
was because he was genuine. Adin's focus has shifted from being a Twitch streamer to being this viral internet sensation.
And I feel like that's the thing to this day. I feel like a lot of what Adin does is for clippable moments, which honestly, you gotta kind of play into YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch it and kicking all these platforms game. Like, you gotta have those viral moments, but it's like the whole point of exactly. He wanted to bring a YouTube element
which is
to
that
Twitch.
it's raw and organic, but he's bringing this weird YouTube element to it. If this is really the direction he wants to go for money and attention, so be it, but he has to learn to embrace the hate that comes with it. His viewers were possibly overreacting. A few fake pranks and they are ready to just write him off. I mentioned this to show how fickle an audience can be
That's
with
definitely
live streaming.
true.
Because they spend hours of their time watching you, they develop an understanding of who they think you are. You do one thing they don't like, they immediately criticize
Yeah, the
and
minute
say
you
are
try to
changing for the
pivot,
worse. Balancing this and Twitch's strict
changing
rules
up.
was eventually going to give. But Adin went back to a very classic style of content for him, e-dates. In these streams,
e-dates
Adin would
used to be
typically
weird.
invite a girl. Sometimes it would be a famous Instagram model, a prawn star, or just a generally attractive girl. And he would have his streamer friends get a minute or two to talk to the girl and try and win her over. The girl would ask questions, they would ask her questions, and she would slowly eliminate the contestants. Basically, the Twitch version of a classic dating show. Still to this day, this is Adin's most popular type of content. This content eventually upgraded to IRL dates, where he would put a streamer friend of his on a blind date with a girl, in person. This dynamic was a lot more realistic because 90% of the things contestants said on e-dates, they wouldn't actually say to the girl's face. But eventually,
That's how it
this
always
would
be.
all
Like,
reach a
people
tipping
text things they wouldn't say on the phone. People say things on the phone or in FaceTime that they wouldn't say in person. That's really just life for real. I mean, it's weird, sad, but true.
point that made Adin want to give up.
It's not really the numbers anymore,
Bro,
but the problem is that
his
people make me
eyes.
feel bad about dropping numbers. I think that's a very big problem I have. It gets to me a lot. just
I
because
want
I'm
to
not
do a
getting-
video when Adin was going through this. He basically, this was when he was trying to pivot from bringing all the rappers on stream back to the SSB content and stuff like that. And I feel like he didn't realize a lot of the people was coming for the crazy moments. They weren't really there for him.
100K like I used to. It went down from 100 to 50 to like 30, 40, 50, like 30, 40-ish now. So
I'm about to say even 30 and 40K is
Around
crazy.
October of 2021,
Pulling 30
Adin
or
was
40K
losing
views a
viewership
stream.
from 100,000 average viewers to around
I
30 to
never even
40,000
pulled 30,
average
40K views
It's
on a
totally
video.
normal to lose a lot of viewership.
So, I mean-
30 to 40K average would make him still an insanely successful streamer.
Yeah, I'm about to
but
say,
his
he's
audience
still-
was still quick to remind him that he fell off.
It basically
to make
the
things
toxic
worse,
chat.
the ethical and legal implications surrounding his Roulette sponsor was being broken down on very extensively by CoffeeZilla in a series called.
And isn't this one of the reasons like that, like gambling streams was banned by Twitch? Don't quote me on that, but I feel like didn't that play a part?
This was executed so well that it caused a lot of streamers to abandon their partnerships with the company. Social media users became more aware of the shady online crypto casinos and their tactics to get people addicted to gambling. The ethics of streamers using their influence to show their potentially underage viewers how much fun and excitement comes with gambling were challenged. Since these streamers do not have to gamble with their own money, which is the entire risk.
I mean,
of
they're
gambling,
already
if
rich
they lose,
anyway.
they don't actually lose. So they're never able to show the actual downsides and what potential catastrophes can happen when you gamble all of your money away. Adin announced the world that he was depressed and needed to move out of LA. He was exhausted. This was the first time we had ever really seen Adin stop moving at 100 miles per hour. At some point, it is impossible to maintain that level of hype. To be that entertaining for hours on end, day in and day out, it's just unsustainable.
Patrick, you got to do I think I did react to a video you did. It was like the downsides of streaming or something, where it's like you're expected to come on stream for 8+ hours a day for like maybe 6 days a week and be on your A game the whole stream. It's like, I feel like streaming's gotten better with that lately, and like not, but you're destined for burnout at that point. Cause it's like you're going for crazy moment. I got Drake on. Well, let's start small. First, I got this local city rapper from my city on stream. Next, you got to get the biggest rapper in your state. Then you got to go to biggest East Coast rapper. Then you got to go to biggest U.S. drill rapper or something. Then you got to, I don't know. Then from there, you got to get Drake or somebody. And then after Drake, who are you really going to get on next?
He moved out of the Clout House in LA and took his career back to New York. He took a very short 10-day
Wait, Adin's
break
originally from New York? I don't know why I always thought he was from Florida.
Before he realized that he cannot give up. He came back with a bang. His first stream back was a live stream with Lil Uzi Vert, who was easily the most famous rapper he had ever streamed with. With a fresh mindset and another huge milestone, he was ready to grind again. He also got a brand new crypto casino sponsorship with Stake, so gambling was a regular program for him again. Also, the E-dates were back, even though one of them was about to take an unexpected turn for the worse. Adin show Speed to do an E-date with Ash.
The Speed clip again.
Who was the celebrity guest for the evening, but Speed took things too far. Basically, Speed threatened to R-word Ash Cash, and I would play the clip so you can see the context, but Speed likes to illegally copyright strike any video that has him featured in it. This got Speed permanently banned on Twitch, while he was just a guest on Adin's stream. This controversy was huge, but it was pretty clear that Adin was not at fault here. Even though a lot of people put the blame on him, Speed's actions didn't fully represent how the E-dates normally work. All this did was bring more attention to Adin's streams and made the E-dates even more popular. Most streamers benefit from controversy. People get really angry, flood them with casual viewers, and then forget about it a week later. It's the sweet spot of being controversial but not pissing off the masses, and more importantly Twitch, where Adin was constantly balancing, and he's
I will admit that though. Adin was very good at like being a controversial figure, and like not controversial to getting people to like hate him or anything. I mean, yeah, every controversy, there's always going to be people that end up hating you after. But for the most part, Adin did a good job of balancing the overall, you know what I'm trying to say.
At it. He knows exactly where to be edgy, where he can make it seem like he has no filter to excite his audience.
I just turned this motherfucker gay. He likes sucking.
Nah, bro, you're not even 2 bars in.
I'm saying you.
He knows when to act dumb so his audience can bully him.
Georgia. And that.
I gotta be fucking tripping. Is this maybe years ago? How is Atlanta all the way over here?
And he is an absolute master.
That's wild. I feel like him, Speed, and Flight, they all be trolling with the So, but I mean, it makes for good entertainment a lot of times, especially when flight and speed.
When it comes to virality, however,
But
one
other
of his
times, like,
beefs,
okay, you
he
tried
almost
to.
took it too far.
Fully
that
for
was
sure.
with the rapper NBA YoungBoy, which
YoungBoy
started when
too.
a YoungBoy fan page liked a photo that Aiden's girlfriend Pammy posted. Aiden didn't believe.
I mean, let's be real. I feel like most guys we would have the same reaction. Like, what is YoungBoy liking my girlfriend picture for? I mean, let's be real. Like, especially since if he obviously didn't know it was a fan page, but we all would be thinking like, what is YoungBoy liking my girlfriend picture for? So I don't know. I don't feel like
it was
tripping.
real. He spent 2 minutes in straight silence.
That's what I'm saying. He was like
wondering why NBA YoungBoy could be potentially romanticizing his girlfriend. His audience convinced him that it was real, even though it wasn't. So Aiden conducted a master plan that involved setting up one of his friends with NBA YoungBoy's ex, Jania. While Jania was on an Instagram live, Aiden requested
shout out to Jania. Congrats on the new
could
child.
spit some game to her. A bunch of people screen recorded the videos and posted them online, saying that Aiden was flirting with YoungBoy's ex. So YoungBoy decided to make a lethal threat to Aiden in a song the same day. Aiden responded to the diss track with a fake apology and a meme, before quickly realizing the next day what type of beef he was truly
Exactly. I'm like, at that time, everybody was like, Aiden, you tripping. You're not just beefing with any other Twitch streamer or YouTuber. You can't be trolling like this, especially in a situation like this.
Aiden is obviously not from the streets, doesn't live a dangerous life, and probably knew deep down that no real gangster is going to hurt him. But still, he knew he couldn't poke the bear too much, because with YoungBoy's reputation, it wasn't worth it for Aiden to take any chances, and eventually he apologized and stopped trolling the rapper. It was either this beef that went too far, or just him feeling generally exhausted again. But around the end of 2021 and beginning of 2022, Aiden slowed down a bit. Every month in 2022, his views just kept dropping. Even though he was streaming,
still getting like 25 million.
Sticking to his gambling, reactions, and e-dates, he wasn't doing any viral stunts nor getting into unnecessary controversy, just satisfying his fans and chilling like every other streamer. Despite his more relaxed approach to Twitch, in April of 2022, he found himself in another big controversy. Aiden was becoming a victim of DDoS attacks. These attacks can occur when a hacker gets his IP address, either by knowing where he lives in real life, or potentially if Aiden leaked that information. Then the hackers have the ability to overload his internet so much that his stream lags and makes him unable to stream. Aiden was trying to fulfill his online gambling requirements one day when a hacker kept taking down his stream. Out of frustration, he called one of his friends, Your Rage, who is another very popular Twitch streamer.
I mean, here's the thing about that situation too. I'm not blaming Rage or anything like that, but let's be real now. Most streamers, when they get on the phone with their friend when they streaming, the first thing they tell them is, yo, I'm streaming. So, like, you know, watch what you finna. That's like they cue to watch what you gonna say. But Rage didn't give him that cue, like, yo, I'm streaming. What up?
Didn't realize Rage was live when he said this.
He did you again? He got you again?
Yes, bro. Like, this kid's a...
Oh! Yo!
I censored the word, but he said the homophobic F slur. Aiden was not making fun of a gay person. He was angry at someone who was hacking him, but the context did not matter, and Aiden was about to get banned. At first, Your Rage tried to say that it was his friend from high school that said the slur and not Aiden. And still to this day, they never fully admit that it was Aiden. This is all alleged. After all we really have is just that audio. But there isn't a real reason to believe it wasn't Aiden. And after the clip was blown up on Twitter by Jake Lucky, Aiden received his longest ban of all time. Over 40 days, Aiden was banned from Twitch. Funny enough, this actually wasn't huge news. Aiden had been banned many times before, and nobody knew how long this would be. And most people just took his side because they didn't think he had any true bad intentions. Usually, Aiden comments on his bans, but this time, he just kind of disappeared for 6 weeks. When he returned to streaming after his long ban in June, he had about 70,000 average viewers. The long Twitch ban did not hurt his numbers at all.
It actually helped.
In fact,
them.
it probably helped him. Giving the fans a break allowed them to be hungry for more content. As if things couldn't get any better, he got blessed with a whole new content lane that he could capitalize on: Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was.
I'm not gonna lie, like Andrew Tate was like blowing up a little before he came on Adin's stream, but I didn't personally know him until he went on Adin's stream, and then that's when my algorithm started feeding me more of his content.
For man in the world in July of 2022. Basically overnight, this man was everywhere. Clips of him that were causing controversy were at the top of everyone's algorithm on every social media platform. Despite Tate being everywhere, there was still a large mystery to him. Was he just a character? Was this just a meme? Is he actually filthy rich? Is he a criminal? With massive streamers like Hasanabi and XQC denouncing Tate's ideals, Adin was the largest streamer willing to talk to him. Andrew Tate and Adin's collab stream would become Adin's most popular stream in his whole career. Well, at least in terms of YouTube views. Every single person on the internet
crazy, even more popular than the rap
bashing his worldviews. But Adin's community loved him, and Adin took a liking to Tate as well. In the beginning, Tate was mostly farming Adin's viewers to promote his Hustlers University course, and Adin was just picking his brain for the content. But Andrew quickly realized that Adin was reluctant to say how he truly felt on certain subjects, citing that Adin was afraid the Matrix would cancel him, which to some degree is true. All content creators need to abide by censorship standards, which can be dangerous to break. Even I get tired of censoring myself. They streamed together often after the first couple were a success, and Tate became somewhat of a mentor to Adin.
Bro, you got like the best mentality, like brain, like ethic I've ever seen in my fucking life. What the everything you're saying is just like that you've said is literally facts. I agree with like 100% of everything.
However, it wasn't long before Andrew Tate was banned from almost every social media platform, which was when Adin needed him the most.
As of right now, guys, I am no longer in a relationship. I am single.
Adin and his longtime girlfriend Pammy broke up. This affected him tremendously, and he didn't talk about the details too much publicly, but just said they decided to go their separate ways.
I still don't know what happened.
He started doing e-dates where he was the one that a bunch of women were trying to get a date with. Every day he had OnlyFans models and women fawning over him to boost his ego. His fans loved it, and they saw a new spark in Adin. Single Adin's content is 10 times better. Not even just for the content with girls, but he just seems more energetic and fun in general.
I feel like
he was really...
I feel like, sure, that's probably the case because, like, when you got a girl, and especially, like, flight situation I believe that was last year or the year before, that situation too, those two situations show, like, when you're in a relationship and you try to be a content creator, you really got to censor yourself because everybody, and if they know your girl, they're going to go back and tell her your every move. So it's like, I understand why Adin was
holding Adin back. It's crazy how great his content is again. However, Lil Uzi Vert disagreed. He thought Adin should get his girl back.
You shouldn't have broke up with that girl.
I know, bro.
On top of that, Twitch also banned gambling from their platform, which
that's what I was talking about earlier.
Net positive for the app. But streamers like Adin, who were raking in millions of dollars per month from the site, were furious. The only type of content Adin had was related to his relationship status. He would swipe through girls on Tinder, bring OnlyFans girls on stream, and kiss them on the mouth, which some people saw as his most down bad moment, but his audience thought he was super lit. Once he asked one of the girls to be his girlfriend, his chat started to change their opinion. Never thought I would see Adin in such a low spot, especially in streaming. Bring back the old times, dear friend. Andrew needs to save his son. Just like with all of Adin's content, it's hard to tell what is real and what is just a viral stunt. This very well could have been knowing his own community would make fun of him. It was likely all for entertainment, because he just hopped from one girl to another.
I was just curious, Nadia, you know what I'm saying? I'm in LA right now. Do you want to go on a date with me?
A what?
A date with me, a phone date.
A date with Adin Ross.
Because they're saying,
you know what?
No. It's just,
I'm not coming back.
Stop, Karina, come on.
I'm not coming back.
However, something that was very real was his ex-girlfriend starting an OnlyFans, which obviously bothered him. It kind of seemed like they were both battling to make each other jealous. Aiden's fans were saying that she hit rock bottom, but he was trying to protect Aiden's feelings, because I'm sure he wasn't excited about her new career. And just when Aiden needed him the most, the top G returned after a long hiatus, and immediately questions Aiden's new lifestyle.
Aiden, what are you doing?
I mean, here's the thing, though. I'm going to say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Aiden meeting Andrew Tate was probably one of the best things that could have happened to him. Because it's like he was on that down bad OF trend. And it's like, at first, you know, he would bring Andrew Tate on. I feel like it was for the clout. Because he know the people love me bringing on Andrew Tate. And the views that it was drawing and the attention it was getting, it was a win-win for both of them. But it's like, when he started getting down bad, that's when he began to take Andrew Tate and the things him and Tate would talk about more serious.
Come on, bro. Already off the jump? You don't want to catch up? Hey, how's it going?
What's the point in catching up? What's the point in catching up with you when I basically know the answer? You're sitting in Miami doing hedonistic bull.
No.
Sitting around, doing drugs, drinking, doing absolutely nothing important, hanging around with a bunch of people.
I mean, he's right, though. That's what I'm
Viewers
saying.
shifted
He's
their
right.
alliance to Tate, and they realized he was right about Aiden's lifestyle. But Aiden didn't listen. He kept living his dopamine-boosting, pleasure-filled lifestyle. Eventually, he would fly to Dubai to meet Andrew Tate in person, which seemed to be the catalyst to some real change. Aiden did his classic performative suspect humor. But Tate convinced Aiden to get into shape and try to make better life choices. He came back to the USA on a mission, now turning his body transformation into content. They made a deal that if Tate could do 150 push-ups in 5 minutes, Aiden had to shave his head bald. Then after Andrew did it with ease, Aiden asked for redemption. If he did 30 push-ups in a row, he could keep his hair. These were the push-ups.
Come on. Alright, come on. 6, 7, come on. 8, come on. 9, come on.
Even though it took him 3 weeks, he eventually shaved his head bald. Just a couple days before he did it, Andrew Tate got arrested in Romania after being investigated for potential human trafficking crimes. Aiden stood his ground and said that he supports Andrew Tate and does not believe he is guilty, whereas the entirety of the internet celebrated Andrew Tate's imprisonment. But just 1 week into his bald new year, he randomly got a 7-day ban on Twitch. Again, not really clear as to why. If you haven't...
This is what I'm saying. This is what I was trying to say my whole thoughts on Aiden being banned off Twitch. I find it weird when Aiden was really talking about bettering himself and working out and all this good stuff. Twitch bans him. But when he's pushing the sus jokes and all of that, he's on the platform with no problem. That was always something that was odd to me. So, I don't know.
Just by now, Twitch often doesn't state why people get banned. They just remind those creators, don't get too comfortable.
I just got banned on Twitch. I'm not as mad and devastated as I would be, a year or two ago. Because I think I'm at a point in my mind where I realize I trust God and everything happens for a reason.
It seems like Aiden getting banned throughout his career has been good for him. It allows him to at least slow down and rethink everything he does. Usually after his bans, he returns as the best version of himself and his fans love it. And this time, that couldn't be more true. In January of 2023, he returned to Twitch, taking his fitness journey as serious as possible, telling his followers that he was not having sex, doing drugs, or drinking alcohol. He was going to fully focus on bettering his health this year. However, some people thought this lifestyle change was a warning sign. Hasanabi, another massive Twitch streamer mostly known for his political commentary, predicted that Aiden was going to turn into another Sneeko.
He keeps going down
I feel like that was something that that was the one thing everybody was concerned about with Aiden on his new journey, is that Aiden's going to try too hard to become the next Sneeko. But, I mean, he didn't get Sneeko levels, but some of the stuff he would do did get kind of crazy, but it never really got Sneeko level.
He's going to turn into like another Sneeko. He's just going to be banned from everything. He just needs to save himself. It's good that he's working out. It's good that he's like bettering himself. These are concepts that I'm on board with. But this like no-fap, weird right-wing shit.
NoFap is right wing. It's crazy. But I mean, because let's be real, NoFap is also one of those things that people need to talk about more, because like, you know, the those sites, I'm not gonna say, but those sites can become addicting, and NoFap, it kind of teaches guys discipline. So it's like, I don't know.
This is not good.
Hassan clearly believes that working out and pushing a positive and healthy lifestyle is good, but he predicted that Adin would take it too far, that this red pill nonsense typically leads young men to spiral into far right-wing belief systems that he thinks are generally bad. This was definitely an aggressive take, and was probably based on the fact that Andrew Tate was Adin's mentor. In fact,
yeah, I feel like that
Tate
has a
announced
lot
that
to
Adin
do
will
with
be
it.
one of his 5 allowed visitors to prison. However, Adin disappeared.
I basically got a call. I'm not gonna say specifically who it was, but you know who you are, and you basically said, hey man, if you keep doing controversial stuff and you keep saying certain things and you keep basically, you know, promoting certain things on your stream, we're gonna have to take you down indefinitely.
Adin believes that his new lifestyle choices were the reason that Twitch was trying to silence him. It seemed like Twitch was okay with promoting gambling, alcohol consumption, prawn addiction, and a degenerative lifestyle, but when he tried to better himself and convince his audience to improve their mental and physical health, that he was being threatened. This was the last time Adin was going to let Twitch hold their power over his head, so he announced to the world that he would start streaming on Kick.
So guys, I'm not permanently full-time going there. I want to feel it out, and I want to make sure my community f***s with it too. So I'll still stream on Twitch if that's what you guys want. But what I will say is this. I'm going to Kick this week.
Kick is a live streaming platform that looks and operates almost exactly like Twitch. Although it's not very clear who owns Kick, there's a lot of evidence that supports that Edward Craven, one of the founders of Stake.com, is a part owner of the site. Another part owner is Trainwrecks TV, who was the largest gambling streamer on Twitch. Kick's main differentiating factors is that they pay their streamers 95% of their subscribers. Kick's main differentiating factors is that they pay their streamers 95% of their subscriber money, and Kick takes 5%. They also have extremely lenient terms of service, so when Adin said he could do whatever he wanted, he wasn't lying. He went to Kick, streamed the Super Bowl, which is dangerously illegal, and even pulled up the front page of Pornhub while streaming to tens of thousands of people, mostly underage kids. As if it couldn't get any worse.
I'm pretty sure, I mean, for context, I'm pretty sure a lot of it was just him testing the terms of service, like, oh, guys, look what we could do. But even, it's weird, though. Like, I mean, me and Adin's about the same age. I wouldn't really think to do that. Maybe, like, teenage me, yes, sure. But I'm 22, about to be 23 soon. I would not be thinking to do that.
That is totally
I mean, it's
unfiltered.
not for the purpose of kids being in the stream either. It just would be like, I'm good type thing.
So the comment section is flooded with just about every racial slur you could ever imagine. The stream was clipped and went extremely viral on Twitter. Everyone agreed that this was a stupid decision, and Adin ultimately apologized for it, citing his own hypocrisy since he no longer watches prawn and thinks it's very unhealthy. Plus, he's been profiting off prawn stars and OF models for years now. He went back and forth from streaming on Twitch, then back to Kick for about 10 days in February. It was during this time where he was negotiating an extremely large exclusive deal with Kick, similar to when Ninja signed to the Microsoft-owned Mixer streaming platform for
I could see Kick becoming another Mixer, being like, they have their big streamer to carry the app for a while, and then like once like all it, like, because even when Ninja and Shroud first went to Mixer was being talked about heavy. I knew about Mixer before they went on Mixer though, because I have an Xbox and Mixer was Microsoft owned. But like Facebook Live was being talked about big up until like while all the big streamers was on there. But I feel like Kick is just the flavor of the month, so to speak.
$20 to $30 million in 2019.
And they're giving me tens of M's if I go full time. If you guys, you know, if I go full time, and equity.
Trainwreck said that Adin's deal is complicated and has a bundle of things in his contract that isn't just a streaming deal, but he did confirm that the dollar amount is the largest streaming deal of all time, which would mean that Adin's take-home payout would have to be at a minimum of $30 million. Once he secured this deal, he was permanently banned on Twitch, forever. He was given a reason that he did not make public, but he hinted that it could have been related to things he was doing on his Kick live streams. Adin would not be the first example of an unfair ban or an unknown permanent ban, and since this was his 8th time being banned in total, I don't think anyone was really surprised. So now that Adin has secured generational wealth and no longer has to abide by any rules and restrictions, he basically has full freedom to say and do whatever he wants. So he decided to finally state how he feels about trans people. "There are only 2 genders" was tweeted, which got over 500,000 likes, 50 million impressions, and 3 million engagements.
What do y'all think his motive for tweeting
I'm not
that
coming
was?
at the gay community, the LGBT. I'm not coming at them, bro. I'm coming at the cancel culture.
Adin claims that his comment was not transphobic. He
So he
using
was
this
just
as an
saying that to
example
see
of
if
how
he
cancel
could
culture will try to take
get
you down
canceled.
if you say something they disagree with. His comment was not very edgy, but he knew people would freak out, and they did. He then attacked other streamers.
And all you fucking streamers I'm gonna clap back and respond to. Stop this fucking cap, bro. You don't give a fuck. You are signed under Twitch contract.
To which XQC replied the best.
That's like going to a spot, like going to a church full of people that are praying and be like, God isn't real. God, no gods are here, lol. What are you guys doing? Gods aren't there, lol. And then you say, am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
It doesn't really make sense why Adin is doing political hot takes. He has no intention of doing actual research or trying to attack any complicated problem. His biggest rebuttal is that people on the internet need to go outside because their reality cannot simply be the same reality he is living in. His next hot take was...
To all you guys that get to pick your pronouns, my pronouns is kill/them, okay?
Which was followed by an apology.
And I just wanted, from the bottom of my heart, apologize for absolutely
I never
fucking
seen that clip, but I feel like Adin is pretty much been going on this tirade where he's trying to find out the like he's pretty much done being a gamer and like gambling and all of that stuff. So it's like I feel like Adin is doing these crazy hot takes now to find a lot of it is to find his new lane, and of course remain controversial and clippable at the same time. If he means Adin Ross will never change in the sense of Adin will always be seeking virality and controversial clicks, I get it. And I will probably agree with him. But anyway, W video. Shout out to Patrick CC. Please show a like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. Road 300 subscribers. Go subscribe to Patrick CC as well. And I'm out. Peace.